Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Ronaldo Zaimi, back at it with another banger. So, um, this reacting kind of to all of my songs series, it has started in the right foot, and we are with the third song. It is called "Heal Me." As I said, this whole album it took me 8 years. My first album, exceptional songs, very crazy songs, and I'm reacting to it to kind of listen to. I released it in 2023 to kind of feel again what it was there that I was doing, what the song is about, etc., etc. Let's go. Without any further ado, come on. I was somebody else, but tonight I'm gonna find a time at church. I'm getting inside the club with a couple of my pirates. Basically, the party up is to be rocked back from. Now on, we take it over. Orange signs on our mind. As long as we don't cross the line, we'll be fine. Please excuse them as we're making bad arrangements. By the way, come on, right? This song is about a night. I remember I was cleaning. I was cleaning an apartment, not apartment. It was like an office kind of thing, right? And I'm calling like my friends at that time in the band, and they are telling me like in the phone. They didn't want to invite me, by the way, but they didn't. There were two of them, two of the pack of the wolf pack, and they were like, "Yo, we got lonely sexy dancer." I'm not gonna say it, man. I'm not gonna say it. We got lonely sexy dancer. Whoever realizes what I'm trying to say, and but there were just the two of them, so nobody else wanted like to dance with a lonely sexy dancer, right? And they were like, fuck it, it's like Zaimi, so we are going to take Zaimi with us, right? And I'm like, yeah. Like I always, when it was like for something, I wouldn't like even ask myself whatever, like, okay, I'm coming. And I went with two of my friends, and we went like in Thessaloniki, which is like the central capital of Greece, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, in my opinion. Or maybe it is the nostalgia that I have like for that city, but really, 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 really beautiful nights there. And so, and also that's the city that this album is about, and the college that I studied there, right? So we go there and we go like to a club, and we are already on the airplane with the lonely sexy dancer, right? And we are going like very, 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 very with a lot of confidence in. It's like a game of chess, so I'll dance, dance, dance till I activate my. Why do you bother me, girls? Don't you see that I'm dancing? I was born to shake my body. My name is like. Do you wanna know how I do it? Just concentrate and you screw it. With mysterious guys like me, silent is the only thing that you get, baby. You must watch heroin differently. So we are dancing, right? We are on the dance floor. We are, as I said, we are already like on the plane, and on the plane to Miami, and we are dancing. And I don't know, like when you are like in your own world and you do not think about uh, what will people gonna say, and you do not even pay attention to nobody. And that's the way to club, man. Like I don't know, like about clubbing, what it happens, like what is happening in the clubbing. I haven't went to a club in since 2015 in Thessaloniki, right? It was like a beautiful club. It was called like Club Division in Thessaloniki. That was like very, 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 very beautiful club, and that was like the last time. And I will say another story about that club, but again with the Wolfpack. And after that, when I came back like to my hometown in Alexandria, I don't go out, right? I just go for walks and that's it. And I don't know like what kind of music the clubs are playing and all that, and I don't wanna like listen to all that genericness that I'm listening like to the cars when they pass by. I'm like, what the fuck is this kind of music? Never mind. So uh when you go like to a club, right? In my opinion, I believe, and that's what we were doing right here, and especially me, what I was doing, is to not be like, oh my god, like I'm gonna get into the club and I'm gonna dance, and people are going to judge me and look at me, you know what I mean? And I shouldn't like dance like and all that stuff, but because we were like on the plane, like to America, right? Uh, Especially me, I wasn't like paying attention to nobody, and I was like dancing and dancing and dancing, and suddenly, as I'm dancing, you know, a girl comes and she grabs me like here, and she's like, and I'm like, what the fuck, like what the fuck, and she approaches me, man. I was like, I felt like what the fuck, very insecure. What are you doing, miss? And she was like, uh what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you like so like in the world? Like why you're so in tune with the magic of world? And I'm like, I don't know, like I couldn't like speak. And then she was like, oh my god, you're a weirdo. Why are you aren't speaking? Like, and a part of me was like, bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch. I didn't know that song at the time. So she left, and I kept on dancing and being like in tune with the universe because it was like so good. And nowadays, when I watch at YouTube, like people going to clubs, everybody's like with their phones, or everybody's like, okay, let's buy like bottles of whatever, so that, and everybody will be like with signs. What the fuck is this, man? Like, for real. So how the fuck you should go out and be like, and you have like a bunch of dudes right there trying like to show off to everybody and being like, what the fuck is that, man? This is the most kids thing that has ever been invented, right? Never mind. So if I go like to a club, I wanna like be to a club, to a beautiful club, like style, like everybody style inside, all the people style. Not like, not go to a club and everyone's like, what you looking at? What the fuck did I come to the club of Tony Montana right here? What the fuck is happening? So yeah, and especially the music, man. Especially the music. If the music sucks, it's like whatever. Like if they start playing like those shitty music that they're playing nowadays, it is over. Like just stay in your house, put on those two bad boys right here, or like those two bad boys. These are better. The Sennheisers, and just put a little bit of asterisks, or I don't know, like whatever, something else. But I usually like with Psytrance. Never mind. So keep on going.
Lollipops on in my sensitive young soul. That's why I'm sad to speak and shit on two girls I'm supposed to keep my love. Love the way you feel me. Come on, baby girl, chill me. Don't interview me, just chill me. I need you right now too. The main door is ajar and I can still feel the rhythm of the music, even though everything's melting my heart order. To look in front of me, a dog that got from before. Tell him, breathe, baby. What's
Now we are outside, and I see her.
Hey, I bet that my style is drove insane. Wait a second, I have complete control. How about above me? Kiss, kiss, kiss. Suddenly she feels my lips. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
And I'm like, what's your name? And I think like she told me at that time Annie or something like that, and I go immediately for the kiss. Hey, that's me, right?
Didn't expect that I would act like this. She goes inside, her friends follow her through. Got a daisy killer spot out of the group. So I'm getting back inside the club with my friends, and there she is. Girl, take my hand and lead me to where your tiger run freely. But I'm not used to these things, so maybe I mistakenly pick a very visible spot. Too much words are indifferently.
Yeah, and I talk again about pornography. That pornography, in a way, destroys you, right? It destroys your manhood. It destroys everything. It destroys your charisma, your seduction.
Slowly buzzing in my sensitive young soul. That's why I'm sad to speak and hear all the girls I'm supposed to keep my soul. Love the way you chill me. Come on, baby girl, chill me. Don't interview me, just chill me. I need you
Yeah,
right now too.
because she was always like asking me like questions and stuff like that, and she was talking a lot. Or am I the one who doesn't want to talk at all? Maybe. That's awareness, right? You have to be aware.
Chill me. Come on, baby girl, and chill me. I want somebody to feel me.
Oh no! After that, wait, I don't know. Like if I wrote about it on the bridge.
Play the game of. I will let 'em see you, let 'em see you, let 'em see.
So now I am with that girl somewhere. I don't know where it was, because like I was like on the plane, and I pulled it out. I don't want to say. I don't want to say.
I will let 'em see you.
I'm getting the song.
Shield me, baby, I want to. Close my eyes and kiss the sky. Shield me, baby, I need to. Living an overnight paradise, paradise, paradise. Para, 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 para.
Chill me, baby, don't go away. Well, I forgot your name, I forgot your name. Chill me, baby, don't go away.
Oh yeah, I was talking to her, but I was like already on the plane, and every time I would close my eyes, it felt like I wasn't even alive in a way. Like I would close my eyes, and then I felt like I was like somewhere in the universe, and then I would open my eyes, and I'm like with that girl, and I'm like, what the fuck is she doing right here? What the fuck am I doing right here with her? And she was like, do you even remember my name? And I'm like, part of me was like, bitch, what are you talking about? I am like, right now I am somewhere in the universe, and you're talking about if I remember your name.
Forgot your name. You must try to understand.
And she left. And I was like, what the fuck? Come here, bitch. No, I wasn't saying bitch, man. Like, now that I'm listening back to these songs, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying like to make it a little bit of a comedic. I'm trying to give a comedic approach, you know, like a Dave Chappelle kind of thing to these reactions, right? But yeah, I'm trying to tell you that I was like somewhere in the universe, and she was like, oh, you don't even remember my name? You know, like female ego. And she left, and I was like, come here. Don't leave, please. And instead now I remember it. Instead of me being you know, like, yeah, baby, come here, and like kissing her and all that stuff, you know, like slowly and all that stuff, and whispering like beautiful words to her ear and all that seductive words, right? I was like hugging her. I was hugging her, and I was closing my eyes, and she was like, maybe, I don't know, like, because like I was closing my eyes and I was like escaping in the universe. You know that song, hey, I just died in your arms tonight. Like, literally, I was dying in her arms, and I was like hugging her. This girl was waiting like for me like to kiss her, and I was hugging her. We were like somewhere like in a dark place, you know, like I don't know where it was, outside the club, right? And I'm hugging her, you know, like, bitch, come here. And I'm like lonely sexy dancer somewhere like far away from Earth, and when I'm opening my eyes, right, she's like, we are talking, and she's like, what's my name? Oh, you don't remember my name? And then she left, right?
follows my money
I'm,
won't
like,
be
trying,
because
like,
of some candies there cause you might not go. Marry with me because of your love. Hold on, who's that guy? Chill with me, boo that bitch. Back in sense friends I get lucky me. Don't let him speak, don't let him lead. Interview with me, Saddam Hussein, Lucy. Chill with me, I'm an LSD.
So now, this girl, she was like with her wolf pack, and you know how it is. Like the male friends, they wanna, they become, in a way, friends in order for them like to f them if they have ever the chance, and deep inside of them they wanna do that. And I'm going like to her, like to somehow apologize or something like that, or like to get her number or whatever, and boom, the guy appears, and he's like, dude, leave her alone, she doesn't want you, it's clear that. And I'm like, what are you talking to me? And my confidence level was like, who the fuck are you to talk to me, man? Like, I am the king right here in this bitch, and you are a peasant. Like, that's how the lonely sex dancer made me feel, and I will tell you what happened that night later.
Baby, write your number down for me.
Then
Oh,
she
can't you
kinda,
see
like,
that I'm an
starts doing
LSD?
it,
Girl,
all
give
that
me a
stuff.
kiss before I leave. I'm a lonely, sexy dancer. I'm a lonely, sexy dancer. I'm a lonely, sexy dancer. I'm a lonely,
Lonely baby.
And that night, after all these things happened, then my friends were like, what happened, man? What happened? My two friends. And I told them, you know what, guys? I want to feel every night how I feel right now. You know, I like a lot of confidence, man. Like, I never felt like so confident in my life. And let me tell you, like, when I was like younger, like especially, and even when I went right here in the room, when I ended up in the room, in the imaginary prison, and I became the shot caller in that prison. But my self-esteem was like effed up, and all my friends' self-esteem was the same way. We didn't have any confidence, and as I was growing up, I didn't have any self-esteem whatsoever. My parents didn't have any self-esteem, so that they can raise me with self-esteem. That's why I have very empathy for my parents. And I didn't have any confidence growing up, any confidence with girls, any confidence with life in general, any confidence in achieving things in my life, you know, like, and especially even though like I got into the let's go to America and all that stuff, a part of me was always, you know, like, yeah, man, but this is crazy and whatever. So right now I have built like my confidence and my self-esteem and all that stuff, right? And I am working towards this. But at that night, you know, like, what I felt. Oh, and so this girl ends, right? She leaves, whatever. I don't even like know if she exists anymore, right? Because like lonely sex dancer, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then I'm like with my friends, and I will tell you what is happening. And I'm telling them, my friends, that I want to feel every night for the rest of my life this kind of confidence, but to be natural. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I am like the king in this bitch, you know? And I'm telling them, you know what? Because at that time, I wasn't like with music, you know, they were like with music and all that. I wasn't. I was studying cinema because I left college, applied informatics, the computers, Palo Alto, Empires, and all that. No, but I left that and I said, you know what? I'm gonna become a writer-director, and I was watching a lot of movies and all that stuff, 19 years old. But I wanted like to to go with music and to become like a singer, but I didn't have that confidence, you know what I mean? Because in order to become a singer, right now, for me, it's nothing, right? But at that time, I didn't have that confidence. You know, I thought, wow, singer, right? And I tell them, you know what? I'm going to give it my all to music. And from that night, then something flipped in me, in my brain. And then when we would go like to the studio in Thessaloniki, and they would say like, man, let's go out for a coffee or whatever. I was like, no, we have to work. We have to go to America. You know, like I was like very, very, and then addiction. It became an addiction. Music all day, America. So, and then I went back. Never mind, there is another story that. But as I'm saying to my friends that, you know, like I want to feel every night. A guy, a stranger, but his left eye, he was like an oracle from ancient Greece, you know, like the oracles. Basically, mainly in ancient Greece, the oracles were females, but I think that there were also males. But he was like his left eye, it was like white, and it had something like, you know, like these people, you know, like I don't know. And it was night, and he said, "Man, like, you are a singer or something?" I wasn't, right, at that time, right? I wasn't. And I'm like, no. And now something inside of me, my intuition, it makes me, in a way, I don't know what it happened, but it started becoming dark. And he said, you know what, man? Like, I know you, like, from YouTube. You are a famous singer. And he tells me that now. He whispers in my ear, right? But his left eye is like, whatever, I don't know what it was, man. Like it was like white, like you see like those movies, like the oracles and all that stuff. And he was like a young dude, like, and he tells me like, no, man, like I swear to God, like I saw you like on YouTube. You are like a famous singer, right? And I'm like, no, dude. And I'm like scared now. I don't know why, but as he said that to me, I started like feeling a fear in me, and everything like turned dark, and I will tell you how I felt, and the lights opened, and I'm starting and seeing everybody, and it is like the movie Blade with the vampires, and everyone looks like a vampire, and I'm like, what the fuck, guys, let's go. And I'm like telling them, let's go, what the fuck, let's go. But yeah, and little did I know, at that time I didn't know, man, that I will end up in this room, and I didn't know that I will like with YouTube, but it was like an oracle, trust me. And I was like, what the fuck, man, life, right? So that was it for the song Heal Me. What a night, right? Yeah, so peace and love.